So myself, I'm Vijay. I hold like 17 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 8 plus years of experience in Python environment. So my experience includes design development and implementation of Python and Django based applications. So well versed in implementing different Python libraries like Beautiful Soup, NumPy module, Pandas module, CP module, PyTables, Matplotlib, URLlib, right? Experience in implementing large-scale business critical systems using object-oriented design and programming concepts using Python and Django. So as part of today's demo, I'm going to cover the following topics. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right?
Yes, Vijay,
Yes,
your voice are clear.
Thank you. Okay, so as part of today's demo, I'm going to cover the following topics. Today and tomorrow, I'll be discussing about these concepts. Why Python means a kind of technology which is very recently introduced, right? It was introduced in the year 1989. Then why all of a sudden Python has got a great boom? Reasons which makes Python super popular, right? And who can learn Python? Who can learn Python? And how Python was built? Who can learn Python and how Python was built, right? Yes. Who can learn Python means there is no prerequisites for learning Python. Anybody can update with Python, means that doesn't mean that you need to have that knowledge of C or Java. There is no prerequisites. Anybody can update with Python. Python syntaxes are little different as compared with other programming. Python statements look like normal English statements. They are not as complex as other programming. I'll just brief you with taking some example codes, right? Comparing with other programming, how simple this Python statements and very less coding we are going to see, right? And Python real-time applications, what kind of applications are getting developed by using Python and who are using Python today? Topmost applications built by using Python and Python comparison. Python comparison with other programming, right? And reasons why Python is suddenly super Python scope and job market. The scope of Python and job market of Python. That's okay. So why Python? I define Python in 5 lines. It's a general purpose programming. Multi-programming features are involved and high-level language, interpretation language, and user-friendly programming language. It's general purpose programming, multi-programming features. It's a high-level language, interpretation language, user-friendly programming language. Okay. General purpose programming means it's a Python is a general purpose. Yes. So before Python, we have got some languages like Pascal, Fortran. If you heard about these languages like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, these languages are purpose-based languages. Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, or what? Purpose-based languages. They are used for a specific purpose. These are used for a specific purpose, not for all the purposes, right? Pascal, if you talk about the Pascal used for developing scientific applications, Fortran for complicated mathematical applications, COBOL for business applications. So these are used for a specific purpose, purpose-based languages. These are purpose based languages which are suitable for developing. So a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, right? Such a language we call it as general purpose programming language. Such a language we call it as general purpose programming language. Okay. So Python is such a kind of, say Python is a general purpose programming. It's not purpose to base. It's not for a specific purpose. Any kind of applications we can develop by using Python, like web applications, automation applications, animation applications, gaming applications, desktop applications, embedded applications, networking applications. In this way, wide varieties of applications we can develop by using Python. It's not purpose based. It's not for a specific purpose. Okay. So Python is a general purpose programming, and it's a multi-programming features are involved. Multi-programming features. What all the features we see in different other mobiles? Sorry, if other programmings, right? So all the features you can see within this Python. Means, for example, if you take a labor example, if you want to launch a new product into the market, if you think you want to launch a new mobile phone into the market, right? What features you want to see within that, right, to attract the customers? The different features what we see in different other mobiles, everything, if you're embedding into a single piece, yes, it's going to attract the customers, right? In the same way, Python is kind of programming which has got the features of different other programmings within it. Multi-programming, that's why we call Python as a hybrid language. So it has got the features of object oriented, procedural oriented, modular programming, scripting features, right? Because of this multi-programming, later I'll brief you about what are the features we see in Python. Okay. It's a high level language. Python is a high level language. There are two types of languages. There are two types of languages: low level language and high level language. Low level languages and high level languages. Low level languages, example of low level languages like assembly level language, assembly level, or machine level language, right? These are, firstly, they are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. They are not portable. They are not human understandable. They are not portable. Machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating system, right? It's machine dependent. So low level languages, assembly level languages, right? These are not human understandable. They are not portable, and they are machine dependent, cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems, right? Yes. High level language, example of high level, Python is a high level language. It is human understandable. Python is human understandable, portable, and machine independent. Can run on all the hardware and all the operating systems, right? It's human understandable, it's portable, and machine independent, right? It can run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. Yes. Fine. Interpretation language. Python is an interpretation language, right? Line by line execution we are going to see in Python. Compilation and interpretation. Compilation, they are going to compile that entire code at once. If you've got 10 lines of code, it executes all the 10 lines code at once and displays the errors if any, right? But interpretation, line by line execution, line by line execution. If you got error in this line, it won't execute the remaining lines. Abnormal termination, right? Yes. Python is an interpretation, line by line execution, which makes debugging easy, right? Yes. User-friendly programming language, user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language. User-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language, right? The syntaxes of Python looks like normal English statements. They are not as complex as other programming, right? Fine. So Python is a general purpose programming. Any kind of applications can be developed. Multi-programming features we see. High-level language. Easily understandable, machine independent and portable, right? Interpreted line by line execution and user-friendly simple syntax is given by Python. So how Python was derived and how Python was built, right? Yes, Python has taken the features programming languages. So from which programming languages Python has taken the features from? Python has what features like procedural oriented features, procedural oriented programming features, procedural oriented programming features like example like C language. It has got the features of this. Object oriented programming like scripting languages like example shell script. And modular programming, right? Modular programming, right? Modular 3. Procedural oriented like C language, object oriented like C++, Java, scripting features like shell script and modular programming like Modular 3. Because of this multi-programming features, right? I call Python as a hybrid language. So, okay, just like C language, we can develop applications like C++, like Java, like Modular 3, we can develop many applications, right? If we take example of Java, the Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming features, right? But in Python, with object-oriented, without object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, right? We can develop many types of applications. Okay. Okay. Now, Not only this procedural oriented features, Python has got scripting features where we can write many automation scripts today, like robotics. We are writing automation scripts in AWS DevOps. We are writing automation scripts in IoT. We are writing automation scripts, right? And modular programming. Because of this modular programming, right? Python has got a great boom today, right? With nearly 89,300 inbuilt modules. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for various domains. So whatever domain you are from, right, Python is providing a module. For every environment, Python has got a module. For networking environment, Python has got separate modules. For testing, it has got separate. For data science, it has got separate modules. For big data, it has got separate modules. If you want for operating system kinds of activities, separate modules it has got. And for working for different files, for Excel files, Python providing separate module. Means we no need to write that code, but directly by using that Excel module, I can create a Excel file or Excel workbook. Python program to write to create a Excel file. Python program to create a PDF file. Just by executing this Python code, a Excel file should be created. By executing this Python code, a PDF file need to be created at whatever location I specified, with whatever name I have provided, right? Yes. Similarly, for every database, right, Python has got a module using which you can connect with that, right? For Oracle, we have got cx underscore Oracle module. For MySQL, for SQL Server, for all this, Python has got separate modules using which we can connect with the databases also. File formats. So in this way, 89,300 modules for every environment Python is providing. That's why Python is widely used today, mostly used today. In even Python is used as an implementation language today in various high-end technologies, right? Because of its hybrid features. Even NASA is using Python today because of its research and development activities. NASA is using Python because of multi-programming features of Python, right? Hybrid features. And what kind of application? So these are the programming features. What all the features we see in different other programmings, we see all those in Python also, right? And Python real-time applications. What kind of applications we can develop today by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? Okay. Python mostly used today for creation of, okay, for web applications. For web applications, it is used, right? For Python real time, what kind of applications means web applications. So you may ask, we have got Java, .NET, all these. They are used for developing web applications from the last 20-25 years. Why again Python? Python providing frameworks like Django, right? This frameworks like Django. At a rapid speed, we can develop a web application using these frameworks. No need to write huge codings. Already you will be having inbuilt. It has Django is going to has got many flexible features. It has got its own database. It has got its own application server, and Python used for automation applications. For automation applications, right? Lot of automation applications getting created today by using Python, using technologies like data science, using technologies like IoT, using technologies like DevOps or AWS, right? If I talk about this IoT, it is a physical network or device embedded with software, sensors, electronics, and network connectivity for exchanging data, and controlling the things from the place where we are, right? And so here 90%, see IoT, today if it Internet of Things, everything through internet, right? Today everything through online, right? Online banking, online shopping, online exams, online education, e-learning, online banking, online communication, audio, video chatting, online gaming, online healthcare, right? So today everything through online, right? So electronic devices connecting and communicating with each other, right? Okay, so 90% of the coding what we see is in Python, right? In IoT. For data science also, everything deals with the data. Data has got experience. Data has got future reference. Using data or data science, we perform data analysis, data predictions, data classifications, data clustering, data recommendations. So it's a blend of technique. The main technique what we see in machine learning, ML, right? ML, machine learning. So again, machine learning, right? If you observe ML, it's a technique, right? To provide some data patterns to an application based on which we make the application to predict in the automated fashion. We have got many ML techniques, ML, okay, regression techniques, classification techniques, clustering techniques, recommendation techniques, pattern matching techniques, right? In this way, many techniques are available. For all the techniques to implement or to code, we require a language. So Python is the mostly chosen or mostly used programming for this, yes, machine learning environment, right? Yes. Even in AWS or DevOps, right? So Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of libraries, right? So it acts as a remedy to any problem in the software industry, right? When it comes to DevOps, the DevOps or AWS, the ultimate goal is to reduce the time taken in DevOps lifecycle in improving the efficiency, right? So Python offers a structural solution in terms of automating the tasks in each of the stages of DevOps lifecycle, starting from the requirement gathering, the system design, in system implementation, system testing, system deployment, and system maintenance. Python is one of the best scripting languages with vast varieties of libraries, which allows to write scripts for the improved development lifecycle, right? Yes. So apart from this, Python is also used within this big data environment. We should have seen like KBs of data, MBs of data, GBs of data, TBs, terabytes, petabytes, exabytes, zettabytes, etabytes, zottabytes. Yes. So from TB onwards, we say like big data, huge data, right? So even for big data applications, right, like huge data in TBs or petabytes. Today, if we talk like Facebook, YouTube, Google, all this, right, most of the social media sites, right, generating huge data in TBs or petabytes. So to handle those, we have got some big data technologies like Hadoop and Spark. Hadoop and Spark, right? Spark, very high speed processing. So both they are using languages like Scala, Python, all this, right? So Spark with Python implementation, like PySpark, we say. Fine. apart from this, for scientific application, for scientific applications and for numerical analysis, right? This Python is used like models like NumPy, numerical Python, CP, scientific Python, right? And apart from this, Python is used for graphical user interface or for animation applications. Lot of animation applications getting developed today by using Python. We use models like PyQt, TK-inter modules, and game for game development. Lot of games are getting developed today by using Python. Single user, multi-user games, right? Online games. Especially for game development, Python providing a framework called Pygame, right? It's providing a framework called Pygame. Along with not only that, one more framework called PyCara, right? So the two frameworks given by Python for game development. Apart from this, we have got some 3D rendering libraries like PySoy for 3D games, right? Yes. And apart from this, Python used for scheduling tasks. Scheduling tasks, right? Yes. Every day or every week or every month, so and so time, right? Scheduling tasks. We have got Airflow for it. And for testing or test cases, Python also used for testing or test cases. Apart from this, Python used for software development. Used for software development. See, software developers make use of Python as a support language. So they use, for example, we use Buildbot, Apache Gum for automation, compilation and testing, and Roundup Track for project management and bug tracking, right? So here, even for software development, Python is chosen, right? And apart from this, for business applications, right? Python is one of the best choice in developing e-commerce sites, e-commerce websites. So like we have got a Triton, a three-tier high-level general purpose applications, right? Application. And apart from this, by one of the hottest application of Python, database application, right? Without database, there is no web application, right? So Python can connect with any database like MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, SQL Server, all this, right? And apart from this, Python, okay, for network applications, or for network programming, Python has got a separate framework providing, right? Yes, Twisted Python. It's a framework given by Python for, yes, Twisted Python. Okay. Network applications, Twisted by, okay. Software development, business applications, database applications, network applications. Apart from this, Python is used for web scraping data or harvesting data from different websites. That is extracting data from different websites like Flipboard or Amazon and things, right? We are going to scrap the data. If data is database, we'll query it. If not in the database, we are going to scrap the data from websites. We have got model for URL BS4 modules, right? For this web scraping. And apart from this, Python used for audio and video applications. Audio and video applications. Audio and video applications, right? So some Python also used for creation of audio and video applications, like example like Team Player, C Player, some of the examples of this. And also Python used for embedded application, not only for computer applications, even used for electronics and civil side also, right? like embedded applications. The most famous embedded application like Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation. And apart from this, for CAD, computer aided designing or 3D CAD applications, right, Python is preferred. And apart from this, for computer vision, for face detection, color detection, object detection, right, we use Python. And for robotics, and use Python script is used. And for desktop applications creations, desktop application create single user applications or for console applications, right, Python is preferred, right? So these are the different types of applications getting developed by using Python today, right? Not only this, we have got many other applications, but Python mostly used for creation of these applications. Who are using Python today? Who are using Python today? Topmost applications built by using topmost applications built by using Python. Okay. What are the topmost applications? Means many applications built by using Python, right? And who are using Python and topmost build applications built by using Python means, for example, Google. Google uses Python for its web search systems. Google is one of the best example for Python web application. And YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Yahoo using Python. And Uber using Python. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python. Instagram. Instagram is built by using Python. The prime reason for Instagram to choose for Python is its practicality and its simple features. And there are some other applications like, if you heard about Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox. And apart from this, the topmost OTT platform like Netflix also using Python. Netflix using Python for its security automation for subscription purpose. And MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. And Maya, a powerful 3D animation, just like Photoshop, we have got Maya, powerful 3D animation which uses Python scripting, right? Yes. BitTorrent using Python for its file sharing service. And apart from this, iRobot for military and commercial operations, right? And Ironport email server. Ironport email server, which uses more than 1 million lines of Python code to do its job, right? Ironport email server. And Python used companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all these they use Python for hardware testing purpose, right? For hardware testing. So these are some of those, right, applications which are built by using and who are using Python, and many other applications we see like using Python today, right? Okay. And now from the discussion we had, right, so reasons which makes Python super popular, right? Today, why Python is mostly used, especially from the last 3-4 years, right? The usage of Python has increased a lot. If you heard, if it just the two major programming languages, Java and Python, right? Both used for enterprise application. If you go back like 2010 or 2000, like 10 years back or 12 years back, right? So the usage of Java in the industry is 43% used in the industry, right? And Python in 2010, even most of them are not aware that there is a programming language like Python. It is only 3% used. But now, if you go back after 10 years in 2020 or 22, right? So the usage of Java decreased, right, to 19%, and the usage of Python increased to 31%. Hence, Java is never used to implement data science, machine learning, all this, right? So Python is mostly used within that environment, right, for automation applications and many other applications as we discussed. So here, reasons which makes Python super popular. So I'll show you some graphs right now. So to just show the usage of Python, Java, and other programming languages. And reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Okay. Most of the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python because of Python. Very less coding we see in Python. Very less code as compared with other programming, right? Simple syntax is given by Python. Simple syntax is given by Python, right? Multi-programming features, right? Multi-programming features, hybrid features. Interactive mode. Multi-programming features, interactive mode. Interactive mode, right? Just observe. CMD, I'm saying CMD, right? Yes, command prompt. So we can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response, right? So just observe, I can interact with Python statement by statement. So any valid Python statements, right? You can just check it. X equal to 10, Y equal to 20. What is X value? What is Y value? It gives the response. What is X plus 2? What is X plus Y? X minus Y, X into 2. X to the power of 2, X square, right? 10 square. X equal to hello, HELLO, right? Yes. X into 3, X into 5, right? Right. Prints hello for multiple times. Quit to come out of this, right? Yes. So in this way, we can interact with Python statement by statement. So that is interactive mode, which you are not able to see in other programmings, right? And wide varieties of applications. Wide varieties of applications. and many built-in modules, many built-in libraries, right, supported by Python. We have got many libraries, so no need to write huge codings. We have got many built-in functionalities, wide varieties of applications built, interactive mode, multi-programming, hybrid features, simple syntaxes, and very less coding, right? So these are the reasons which makes Python super popular. Okay, just okay, I'll take 5 minutes more, right? If you open this popular coding language, for example, check it in 2020. So here Python is described as the highly readable and program with automatic memory management, right? Python stands first. Python is the #1 ranked programming, right, with vast varieties of libraries, right? If you see ranking wise, Python is #1 ranked. See, this is rank, this is language, right? Python stands first, next to Java, C, other things, right? Yes. See the most popular programming languages, Python, next to Java, next other things, right? Yes. Python remains most popular programming language. Python, Java, JavaScript, this all this, right? Yes. Top 10 programming languages in 2020, right? Python stands first, JavaScript, Java, all this. And if you observe most popular programming language used by top 25 unicorns, Python, right? Next Java, JavaScript, all this, next comes all this, right? Yes. And if you see popularity of programming language ranking, right? Python, Java, JavaScript. How the usage of Python in the industry, right? Yes, see the 31% I said Python used, Java 19% used, C++ 9%, Ruby 7% in this way. Yes. And if you go to the course content, what we are going to discuss as part of this, right? Observe this course content, right? Yes. Starting from the Python basics to the advanced level application oriented way. So nearly 30 topics in brief it going to be discussed, like Python basics, Python operations, modes, executions, data types, constants, variables, comments in Python, escape sequences, strings, operators in Python, arithmetic operator, logical operator, comparison operator, assignment, shorthand assignment operators, right? Membership, identity operators, Python IDEs. So in real time, we use different IDEs, right? So I'm going to show you how to work within different IDEs, like Anaconda distribution, prompt and navigator, Jupyter notebook, Spider ID, PyCharm ID, right? All this. Yes. Flow control statements. If else, elif, looping statements, while loop, for loop, right? Yes. Strings in Python, string indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters, right? And collections in Python, list, tuple, sets, and dictionaries, list properties, list creation, tuple properties, tuples creations, tuple indexing, tuple slicing, tuple operations, tuple addresses, functions. Yes. And set operations, right? And dictionary operations. Functions in Python, defining a function, calling a function, properties, examples, categories, right? Arguments, types, call by value. Yes, different types of functions like lambda function, filter function, map function, reduce function, recursive function, right? Yes. Modules in Python, different ways of importing it, renaming it, reloading it. Yes. Okay. Packages in Python, right? Introduction to these packages, errors and exceptions, error handling, and file handling in Python, right? Object-oriented programming concepts in brief, right? Like static, non-static variables, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, right? Regular expressions. So I'm going to discuss different models related to different environments, right? Some models related to databases, some models related to data science, some models related to big data, some models related to operating systems, some related to graphics, some related to regular expressions, some related to OS module, some related to graphic models, right? Yes. Database activity. In brief, I will be showing you the installation of one database also to connect with. Okay. Python date and time operating system module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closures, decorators, work in different file formats, GUI programming, TK Inter, Excel workbook. Introduction to data science, yes, machine learning introduction, data analysis, pandas model in brief, pandas model in brief. So pandas, how to create from different sources, Python NumPy, in Python matplotlib, right? Everything is what I'm going to discuss. This for Python core and advanced, right? Yes, total Python language you'll be discussing. So nearly I'll be taking 70 hours for it, right? To complete it. Means for Python core and advanced in brief with multiple examples. Like 2 to 2.5 months it takes for only Python, right? Okay. And those who go for web applications, web development, right? Full stack. So UI technologies will be covered. Django is going to be covered. Django introduction, web frameworks, Django installation, project architecture, different types of .py files, Django application creations, Django views, Django templates, okay. Django models, advanced and UI technologies like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and MySQL, right? Yes. So these are all we are going to provide it, right? So every session is a video recorded. You will be getting the recorded videos of every session. And one more thing, tomorrow also you can attend the session same time using the same link to see more on this Python, right? Yes. Material, every soft copy of the material will be forwarded, right? Topic wise to your mail IDs. Video recorded video you will be getting to your Google Drives. And later a WhatsApp group will be created, right, for technical discussions. And observe. Total, if you want to go for, okay, first only for Python, right? The fee structure, as it said, right? It's only 5K. So like nearly 70 days fee. And apart from this UI technologies, right? Plus Django. For all this also, it is just previously it was 7K. Now it is just 5K for all this UI technologies, Django, and this project. For all this, it's 5K, right? It's like 10K. If you want this only Python, you can just go for 5K, right? Yes. So yes, any queries from your side? Yes. Hope you understood this, right? What is the importance of Python and how it is used, the applications, what are its features, and why Python is super popular as compared with other programmings. Yes. Any queries from your side, anyone, right? You can, so the sessions will be interactive sessions, right? You can unmute yourself and you can ask the query. Yes, today was a demo session. So I was but in the regular sessions, right, for every statement I type, you will be responding with the output. Learning is not the criteria. You need to build your own code. Learning Python is not the criteria. I'm saying you need to build the code by yourself, right? So for that, I'll be providing some assignment tasks to work with, right?
Sir, can you speak in Hindi also?
So I can, if you have got any query, you can ask me up in Hindi. Fine. So I can respond in English itself, right? Okay. Oh, fine. Any other queries, right? Anyone? So everything writing, bringing some pre-written code and explaining those won't happen. Everything line by line, step by step, I'll be discussing, right? Yes. So, and 15 to 20 applications, web applications creations, I'm going to show you. Web, that is interactive web applications creations as part of this, right? Yes. And if anybody, so for,
Sir,
yes, yes.
sir, in this course, are you completed full stack Python?
Yeah, total full stack is going to be covered, right? Yes. So
Yes.
Python Advanced, Python application oriented modules, UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, part of
Okay.
Bootstrap. All this
And
will be covered before I go with the Django framework.
yes.
Yes, the
And
Django
REST
framework,
API.
REST APIs will be discussed, right? Everything will be this way.
And sir, one more question is, sir, uh, if I completed this full stack course, full stack Python course, then sir, which are the opportunities for project basis work or some part time job by using Python?
So today, okay, you can say, right, many the categories of people who learn Python, right? Just one
Yes,
second.
sir.
So today, everywhere, like so directly or indirectly, if you go to any software job, you're going to touch Python, right? Yeah, JavaScript also covered it is. So there are two categories of people who update Python.
Yes.
One second. So first category of people, just they'll learn Python and just using in data science, in big data, they are going to apply in AWS or DevOps for writing automation scripts.
Yes.
In IoT, it is used. In robotics, it is used. So in this way, different high-end technologies today using Python as an implementation language. So here their career won't be in Python. They're going to use Python as the implementation language in data science, like Spark with Python, PySpark with in writing automation scripts. All this, right? Using Python. Most of the high-end technologies using Python as implementation. Second category of people second category of who wants to have career in Python itself as a Python developer, right? Yes.
Right.
So
Web application.
those people, like, they need to go a step forward and update with the Django framework, right? Framework of Django. So where you will see like web application, project creations, web applications creations, everything you can see within this. Right.
Sir. Right. So why I'm asking, because of sir, I am non-IT student, and I am currently working in sir non-IT industry. So
Tomorrow session, you can, people from non-programming or zero programming, tomorrow session you can just observe, right, coding wise how this Python looks. You can understand
yes,
without any knowledge, right? You will be able to understand Python.
Right. Almost sir, I have learned from Durga Soft sir OOPS concept like Durga Soft lectures related to Python.
Okay. So okay.
Yes. So just my question is if after completing the part time some project basis work is available.
One second. So
Yes.
here, okay.
Yes.
So I'm not taking 45 hours or 50 hours. Nearly I'm spending only 70 hours for Python only. So the duration of this course only 70 hours for Python plus nearly 60 hours for this full stack, means UI technologies, Django, Vue, REST API. No, totally 130 hours, 70 plus 60, right? 130 hours.
Yes.
Means we are spending for this. So at the end of the course, you will be getting great command, right? About this Python, and even people who go for certification program, right? I'll be helping you out with what is that the syllabus for it and how the performance is measured in that. So you can go for this. And even the people, if you want, means if you think that it's take a lot of time for full stack, even you can go parallelly with Python and Django also you can go with parallel. Means Python, when Python started, you can just update with UI technologies, and once Python core completed Django, you can just attend parallelly. If anyone who wants to go for fast track, nothing but you can just attend my sessions, right? I've got multiple batches. You can attend any of my batches if anyone looking for fast track things. Let me know, just I'll keep way to understand, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Okay.
any Soma Sekar, any certificate provide for this course? Yes, from Durga Soft, you will be getting a certificate, right, at the end of this. Yes, Monul. Yes, I'm going to
Full
cover
stack completed
JavaScript.
course. Yes.
Okay. Any other queries, right? Anyone, right? So, okay. So, if I'm done with the queries, if there are no other queries, I'll sign off for today. Meet you tomorrow, same time. Follow the same link, right, to see more on this Python tomorrow, coding wise. So, okay. Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow. Bye. Yeah, morning all. So in the yesterday's demo session, right, I was just briefing you about Python. Just let us have a quick review what we have discussed. So Python, why Python, who can learn Python and how it was built, Python features and Python comparison with other programming, and reasons why Python is suddenly super popular, and Python scope and job market. Why Python means Python is a general purpose programming. Any kind of applications can be developed. It's not purpose based language. It's not for a particular purpose. Multi-programming features are involved, right? Multi-programming features we see in Python, and it's a high-level language, easily understandable, human understandable, portable, and machine independent. Can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Line by line execution, we are going to see. Interpretation means line by line execution, which makes debugging easy. User friendly programming or programmer friendly programming, which provides simple syntaxes which looks like normal English statements. I said, right, there are two types of languages, low level and high level. Low level languages like assembly level, right, they are not human understandable, they are not portable, they are machine dependent, they cannot run on all the hardware in all the operating systems. They are not human understandable, they are not portable and machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware in all the operating system. High level languages, right, like Python, they are human understandable, they are portable and machine independent. They can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Python has got multi-programming features, right? What are the features means like procedural-oriented programming features like C language. It has got procedural-oriented programming features like C language. Object-oriented programming features like C++, Java. Scripting features like shell script. Modular programming features like Modular 3. 89,300 modules. Okay. Once again, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right? Yes.
Yeah, it's visible.
Is my voice clear or not? Okay. Procedural oriented programming like C language, object oriented programming like C++, Java, scripting like shell script, modular programming features like Modular 3. 89,300 inbuilt modules we got, right? 89,300 inbuilt modules. So here, so I said Java developers or programmers are strictly restricted to object-oriented programming features. Without object-oriented programming, right? There is no Java application or a program that is without class or object, right? And in the if you go back like 10 to 12 years back, right? Yes, Java is mostly used, 43% used in the industry, and Python, if we go back like 10 years, most of them even doesn't know that there is a programming language like Python. And later in 2020, 10 years later, 2020, right? Java usage is 19%, Python usage increased to 31%. So today Python is widely used in different high-end technologies also as an implementation language, and has got wide varieties of applications, right? Just we'll see what are the various types of applications. Web applications, Python is mostly used in creation of web application at a rapid speed. We can develop a web application. Automation applications. Yeah, many automation applications are getting created using the technologies like data science, using technologies like IoT, DevOps, right? Where we are going to implement this in, if example, in data science, total implementation goes in a Python language. In IoT also, most of the time the coding, 90% of the coding done in Python, and in DevOps also. For big data, even for big data environment like Spark and Hadoop and Spark, like Spark with Python, we call like PySpark. For scientific applications and for numerical analysis, we have got modules like NumPy module, CP module, right? NumPy numerical Python and CP for scientific Python, right? Yes. GUI animations, graphical user interface or animation applications. We have got a TK inter module, PyQt is available for this. Okay. And game development, gaming or for game development, right? Like Pygame, PyCore, or PySoy, right? These are these frameworks given by Python. Especially for developing games in Python, Python providing frameworks like Pygame, PyCora and PySoy, right? These are the frameworks, and the PySoy is a 3D rendering libraries given by Python for developing 3D games, and Pygame and PyCora are the frameworks given by Python for developing games in Python, right? Yes. And for scheduling tasks, we have got Airflow for it. And for testing or test cases, Python is used. For software development, most of the software developers make use of Python as a support language and test cases. And for for business applications, right? Python is used to develop e-commerce systems. Python is used to develop e-commerce systems. And for database applications, database applications, and for network programming, right? Network programming and network applications, we have got a separate framework called Twisted Python. And for scraping data from different websites, web scraping, right? We have got URLib module. Yes, for audio and video applications, Tim Player and C Play. And for embedded applications, we have got a Raspberry Pi, the most famous embedded application, Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation, right? Yes. And for CAD applications and for 3D CAD applications, Python is preferred. And for computer vision, right? Yes. For color detection, object detection, right? Okay. For object detection, color detections, right? We use Python. And for data analysis and for desktop applications creations, single user applications, and for robotics, right? Yes. So these are the real-time applications, right? Yeah, 1 second. Topmost applications built using Python. Yeah, Google using Python for its web search systems, Yahoo using Python, YouTube using Python for its video sharing service, Uber pricer algorithm implemented in Python, Instagram built by using Python. The prime reason for Instagram for choosing for Python, right? Yes, it's practicality and its simple features, right? And Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, all they got created by using Python. And Netflix, the topmost OTT application, Netflix uses Python for its security automation and for subscription purpose. Massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python. iRobot for military and commercial applications. Ironport email server, it uses more than 1 million lines of Python code for doing its job, right? Yes. NASA using Python for its research and development activities, right? And BitTorrent using Python for its file sharing service. Dropbox built by using Python and hardware testing. And reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Okay. Reasons which makes Python super popular. Very less coding we see in Python, not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming. Simple syntax is given by Python. Multi-programming features we see. Interactive mode.
Sir, what is interactive mode, sir?
Interactive mode means we can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it is going to give response. For example, go to this command prompt in the bottom search panel, right? Type cmd and press enter. Go to the command prompt, right, and type Python here. Python version will be displayed. Python interpreter gets open, right? Python version and Python interpreter gets open. Okay, now here you can type any valid Python statements and you can interact. See, I'm saying, I'm asking Python what is 3 plus 4? What is 5 into 9? It gives the response for every statement we type, right? X value 10, Y value 5. X value, what is Y value? What is X plus Y value? What is X minus Y value? What is X into Y? X into 2, X to the power of 2. Ten into 2, 10 to the power of 2, 10 square 100, right? Yes. Okay. So in this way, any valid statements you can type and you can interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives the response, right? Yes. Okay. Okay, and wide varieties of application. Just now I was talking about many built-in libraries, 89,300 inbuilt modules. Okay, this is what we have discussed, right? Yes. Reasons which makes Python super popular. Python, who are using topmost applications built using Python, Python real-time applications, Python features. Okay. People from non-programming background or zero programming, right? You can just observe this coding of Python. So now I will take a task and I'll try to implement the task in multiple programming languages. You can just compare other coding with Python code, how simple this Python statements look as compared with other programming languages, right? Yes. Okay. Python comparison with other programming, right? Python comparison with other programming. Okay, I'll take a task. I'll take a task and I'll try to implement the task in multiple programming languages, right? Accepting two values from the user keyboard, accepting two values from the user keyboard, right? And performing addition. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. So first I'll write this code using Java first. Next I'll try to write using Python. See this coding using Java first, and next I'll come back to this Python, right? Import java.io.star, right? Class sample. I'm using input stream reader, right? Equal to new input stream reader of system.in. Yes, buffered reader, right? Input stream reader, buffer reader, right? System.out.println, right? Enter the first number, right? Whatever number you are entering, it is taken as a string format. String s1 equal to br.readline. Yes. Every statement ends with semicolon in Java, right? Yes. So it is taken as string format. We need to convert into integer to perform addition, right? So to convert to integer, int I equal to integer dot parse int, integer dot parse int of s1, right? Yes. These three lines again repeat for the second number. Enter the second number, right? Yes. S2 equal to br dot readline int j equal to s, integer dot parse int of s2. finally saying I plus j. Yeah, this is the coding in Java, right? So here input stream reader, buffer reader, enter the first number taken as string, converted to integer, enter the second number taken as string, converted to integer, finally saying I plus j, right? Yes, this is what the coding in Java. Just I'll take a minute in showing you the execution in both Java and Python, right? Yes, I'm copying this to a separate notepad file. Okay, control V, control S. Python 7am. Python 7am. I'm creating a folder with the name Python 7am. Within this, I'll save it with the name sample.java. Now go to this command prompt and just execute it. Cd slash come out of this and says cd Python 7am, right? Java C sample.java. Enter the, okay, you've got some error. There is a typo in string string string. Yes. Okay, no error now. Java sample. Okay. Now Java sample. Executing the code. Enter the first number 10. Enter the second number 20. Sum is what? 30. This is what the coding in Java, right? Yes. I don't know like how many of you understood this code. It looks a little complex to understand, right? Means what is class? See, the statements looks a little complex to understand. Java statements. What is class? What is public static void main? What is input stream reader? What is buffered reader? Enter the first number, right? Bo.read line into parse int system but out dot. Yes. So in this way, we have got some complex statements in this. With at least you need to have some basic knowledge of this Java to understand this. But you see the code, right? You got some 10 to 12 lines of code, but the same code I'm going to write in Python with not more than 3 lines. The same task I'll try to implement in Python with not more than 3 lines. So just I'll open this Python shell, right? Python shell, file, new file, right? Here itself I can write the code, here itself I can execute the code. So here, right? See this Python statements, they look like normal English statements, very less coding, not even 1/4 coding, right? X equal to input enter value of X. Enter value of X. Enter value of X. Y equal to int of input. Input enter value of Y. enter value of x, enter value of y. Print x. See that in the first statement, input value for x, input value for y. In second line, print x plus 5. That's it. This is the coding in Python, right? For the same task, this is the coding in Python. Save it, Control S. Extension, right? Execute. Here itself we can execute, right? A run option, run a run module. See, enter value of x 10, enter value of y 20. Sum is 30, right? Enter value of x 10, enter value of y 20. Sum is what? 30. Okay. So that is what coding in Python. Very less coding we see in Python, right? Yes. Okay. So see the just enter value of x, value of y, print x plus 5. That's a complex word in it. Is there any complex word in it, bro? As compared with Java? Java, we see like a lot of programming knowledge required. One more example, right? Yes. And I'll show you some sample examples now. You can just check how this Python coding looks. X equal to, I'm taking the list of values. 1 second. One more example, right? Just observe this Python coding, right? How it looks. So I'm taking some list of values like 30, 10, 40, 20, 50, right? Yes. List of values. Print x, I'm printing the list as it is. I want to know the number of elements within this list. Len of x. Len of x, right? Print sum of x. Sum of x, right? Sum of all the elements. Sum of all these elements. Len of x is 5. Sum is what? 150. Print max of x. Print min of x. Max of x 50. Min of x is what? 10. Max of x 50. Min of x 10. Yes. And if I want to arrange all the elements in a particular order, ascending order, right? Say sorted of x. Sorted of x, arranging all the elements in a ascending order. Run module. 10 to 50. If you want in descending order, sorted of x, comma, reverse equal to true. Sorted of x equal to reverse sorted of x means ascending. The ascending, if I reverse it, you will get in descending, right? Same function I'm using. If ascending, if you reverse it, you will get in descending. Okay. So for sum of x, sum of all the elements of the list, max of x 50, min of x 10, sorted of x, arranging all the elements in ascending order. Sorted of x reverse equal to 2 in descending order, right? For example, I said Python has got a great boom today because of modules concept. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for various domains. Okay. Okay. Just observe this. The importance of model, two things we observe here. The coding of Python is one, and the importance of modules in Python. So here import math module, I'll say import math. Dir of math. Print math. Dir of math module. So it will folder right. Maths.py, right? run module. Okay. math model. I want to see the directory of the math model. What is present within this math module, right? SQRT, tan, sin, signage, pi, e value. So all these are the mathematical, what are all the properties present within the math module? What are the things present within the math module? I want to print the value of pi. I want to print the value of e. I want to print the value of pi. I want to print the value of e, right? So within this math module, I want to print math dot pi. I want to print math dot e. Math dot pi, math dot e. What are these values of pi and e? Run module. Pi value 3.14, e value 2.71, right? So the same way, if we observe this output, 3.14 and 2.71, right? Yes. There is a functionality square root, right? If you want to work with square root functionality, you don't know how to use square root, right? So Python is going to help you. There is a, just like print function, there is a function called help function. Help on what? Math.sqrt. Help on built-in function square root in the module math. Help on built-in function square root in the module math. Square root expecting one value x, it returns the square root of the text. We need to provide one value x, it returns the square root of the text, right? Yes. Okay. Now you got the syntax, right? Yes. Provide one value for this square root, it provides the square root of that value. Math.sqrt. Math.sqrt of 16. Run module. 60 square root of 16 is 4. Similarly, if you see, if you want to check any functionality, right? POW is the power function, power. How to use this POW functionality? So help, again you say help, right? Help on HELP, help on math.POW. Yes. Yes. Now run this. It gives you the help on this power, right? Okay, help on built-in function power in the module math. Help on built-in function power in the module math. Okay. Power expecting two values x comma y returns x to the power of y. See this? Return x to the power of y. X to the power of y. So this is the power symbol in Python. X to the power of y, right? Okay. print power math dot POW of 10 comma 3 10 to the power of 3000, right? Yes, it gives 1000 as the output. Run module, it's providing 1000 as this output, right? Yes. Okay, 1000, yes. Okay, in this way you can just work with any functionality, right? Any module, thousands of models Python is providing for various modules for different environments, right? Any module, if you want to just, if you want any functionality, say help, get the help of it, right? And even generating graphs in Python is very simple, I said. So different types of graphs, normal graphs, bar graphs, histograms, scatter plots, stack plots, any kind of graphs we can generate in a simple manner. One example I show you, right? Without any knowledge on Python, you can be easily understanding this Python. Do you see any complex statements in this import math? Okay. So what generating graphs in Python, I'm importing a module called import matplotlib. Import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. So here within matplotlib is it's a module, right? So you, for plottings and visualizations, within that we have got a built-in property pyplot. For any graphs, right, we'll be using this module matplotlib. Within that we have got a built-in property, right? Pyplot. Pyplot is the built-in property. Instead of using this very big name always in your program code, always to use this big matplotlib.pyplot, instead of using this very big name, we can use alias name, shortcut name. As p, you can say plt, you can say, right? Now plt dot plot, to plot a graph, I want x coordinates and y coordinates. For example, plotting a graph, for example, age and incomes are there. Age values are given, income values are given. If age 10 years, 20, sorry, not 10, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. So these are x coordinate values, and y coordinate values, their salaries. $30,000, 40,000, 35,000. So just I'm showing you some sample examples of Python, right? Yes. Yes, I'm showing some, yes. Sample examples of Python, right? Python code, just generating a normal graph using Python, right? Just observe this code, right? Later we'll discuss everything in brief, but just how simple this Python statements: plot x coordinates, y coordinate. This x coordinate values, list of x coordinate, list of y coordinate values. So just this is a module in Python, inbuilt module. So we'll just import it and we can use it. Within this, you have got a functionality called plot. Yes, PLT. Now PLT dot show, right? It will show a graph. This 3 lines code only, right? Generating a graph. So here in the first line, import that model which you want and plot x coordinate, y coordinates, PLT dot show. That's it. Graph will be generated like this. You will get a graph like this. Just 2 lines code only, right? Generating a graph. Observe this, only 2 lines. You are given x coordinate values, y coordinate values. For 30, 30,000. For 40, 40,000. For 50, 35,000. For 60, it is 50,000, right? But I want some labels. I want some name for the x coordinate. I want some name for the y coordinate. I want some name for the title, right? So just we have got built-in properties. PLT dot, PLT means this one, right? Shortcut name or alias name. PLT dot x label means x-axis label. Yes, x-axis label. I'm giving it as age. Y-axis label PLT dot y label, right? Yes. Income. These are built-in properties, right? Yes. And I want PLT dot title, right? Sample graph. Run module, right? Yes. Now check it. You will get this x coordinate, y coordinates title. So what is this? Age, you can see. Income, you can see. This is sample graph, you can see, right? So in this way, you can generate graphs in a simple way, right? In Python. Here you are given plot function. If I give bar graph will be generated. If I give HIST, histogram will be generated. So in this way, depending, so many functionalities are there, we can generate different types of graphs using Python. See, for example, one more small example. I'll just copy this, import matplotlib. Okay, one more small example. I want to generate another graph. As PLT, right? Yes. So what I'll do, I want to check how are my sales in the month of August. So that for example, what are the products means, for example, mobiles. How are the sales of the mobiles? I'm taking the name of the mobiles. For example, Samsung, Vivo, Oppo, OnePlus. So I've got some mobile names like this. OnePlus. August sales. For Samsung, 45 sales. For Vivo, 10 sales. For Oppo, 15 sales. Okay. And for OnePlus, think that there are 30 sales. So now I want a PLT dot pie graph. Pie graph, right? From August sales, I want August underscore sales, comma, labels equal to mobiles. labels equal to mobiles names, right? Yes, that's it. Now check a graph is generated. Plt dot show, right? A graph will be generated, right? Yes, check this. A pie graph will be generated in this way, which has got more sales, Samsung. Next, OnePlus, Oppo, Vivo, right? So just I'm asking you to just observe this coding part, how it looks, not like other programming language. Do you see any complex word in this? Mobiles, August sales, pie graph based on the sales and so and from tomorrow I'll be just going with the technical part, right? Okay, the batch will be starting. Python software. Tomorrow my discussion will be Python software foundation, Python versions, Python installation, Python execution modes. Right? So I'll stop for now and we'll continue tomorrow, right? More discussion. And one more thing, this batch, once again, students were asking, right? So this batch timings, once again, I'm confirming it, right? First, for the first 10 days, it will be at 7 o'clock, right? Later, it will be at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yes. For the first 10 days, the batch timing will be at 7 o'clock as we are discussing now. Later, after 10 days, the timing of this batch will be at 6 o'clock in the morning, right? Yes. Fine. So I'm stopping here. Okay. Any queries you about anyone, right? Okay. So tomorrow we'll go with the technical parts, introduction to this Python, Python software foundation, versions, installations, execution modes, the other things, right? Yes. You can follow the same link for tomorrow's session. Yes. Yeah, morning all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right?
Yeah, your voice is clear and screen also.
Fine, thank you. So today, just I'll be discussing about fundamentals of Python, Python software foundation, Python versions, Python installation, and Python execution modes, right? Python, you need to know something about PSF, Python software foundation. PSF. It is a non-profit organization devoted towards Python community, devoted towards Python community, right? Yes. It was launched in the year 2001, right? Yes. And the main objective of this PSF, right? The objective or aim of this version to foster the development of Python. Okay. In the year 2005, right? PSF, Python Software Foundation, received Computer World Horizon Award. In the year 2005, PSF received Computer World Horizon Award. The president for this PSF is nothing but the same personality who have introduced or developed Python, Guido van Rossum. Guido van Rossum is the personality who introduced or developed Python, is the same personality who is the president for this PSF. Okay. Headquarters, where are the headquarters located? Headquarters, right? In Delaware, yes. Delaware, USA. Official website for Python. Official website, right? Python.org. Python.org, right? Yes. Okay. Python Software Foundation, right? Yes. So something about Python versions now, right? What are the versions of Python? Before I go with the Python installation, right? Python versions. Python 1.x. The first Python, okay, 1.x means 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So the Python version like that, introduced in the year 1990. Python 2.x version. In the year 2000. It was introduced in the year 2000. Python 3.x version. Introduced in the year 2008. The version that what we are using currently is 3 version, right? Python 3 version we are using. Okay, latest version of Python. Latest version of Python. Latest version is Python, like Python. Python 3.11. Stable version of Python. Stable version of Python, right? Python 3.7. Previous stable version is